Top of the morning, my Cadillacers. Top of the morning, kinfolk. It's the Cadillac Talk Morning Show. I am your host, Macaroni Big Tony Jones in the building. Salute to everybody watching this morning. Wherever you are in the world, I send you nothing but love, blessings, and prayer. I hope your family's good, your health is straight, and your finances even better. And if it's your first time checking in with us good folks, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you checking in from, because we worldwide, and it's nothing but love, y'all. We got some interesting things to get into this morning, man. I'm going to tell y'all straight up and down like 6 o'clock. We ain't 6:01, and we ain't 5:59. Now I'm talking about guilty verdict, guilty on all counts for these individuals who done took the life of Julio Foolio. Now, Julio Foolio wasn't no saint. Now, I ain't gonna act like the nigga was perfect. But ain't nobody deserve to lose their life. And definitely not on their birthday. You know what I'm talking about? Then we got Blueface. Man, I feel sorry for the player partner. You know what I'm saying? Not every girl is loyal. Matter of fact, majority of them ain't loyal. You know what I'm saying? And if you got yourself a streetwalker, you gotta get rid of him. On live stream, he found out some shit that you don't want to find out. And I think he did the right thing. Get out of my house. Simple. But we're going to get into that. We got some other things to get into. And it's going to be a jam-packed show this morning, you know what I'm saying? And then we got some, at the end of the segment, we got burglars that's trying to burglarize the wrong house and the shit goes left. You know what I'm talking about? So y'all want to stick tuned for that? You know what I mean? And it's an open chat for us to bust it up, have a good time, great conversation. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. And the poll, hold on a second here. What the poll? 50-50? It's 50-50. Okay. Let's see what the poll's saying. The poll is 50-50. All right. 50% saying send him to death. The other 50 saying give him life. We're gonna see who's gonna bust up the poll this morning. We're gonna find out. Hold on a second. Who is going to bust up the poll this morning? So without chatting off y'all ears like we always do, or like I can't, let's get down to the smoke.
Okay, Madam Clerk, please publish the verdicts and do not read the name of the foreperson, okay? Yes. For the record, it's Juror 157, initials CS. All right.
State of Florida versus Isaiah Jermaine Chance, case number 24 CF 11996A, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. Did the state of Florida prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 2, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. So say we all, dated this 8th day of May. Foreperson of the jury, juror number 157, CS. We, the jury, finds as...
I'm sorry, but these little kids, man. These little kids about to throw their whole life away over some bullshit. I'm saying, listen, bro, it's never worth it. And they arguing over petty shit. Rap beef, this nigga said this in the record, niggas disrespecting the dead in records and all kind of shit. Kids nowadays need to put themselves into things that's not going to get them into trouble. You know what I mean? They need outlets to play football or some shit. Y'all that aggressive, go play football. Go do something with your life other than destroying your life. You know what I'm saying?
Follows as to count 1, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, the defendant actually possessed a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 2. Victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 3. Victim Xavier Edwards. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. State of Florida versus Rashad Murphy. Case number 24CF.
You gonna put your head down like you're stressed out. You wasn't thinking like that when you was doing the crime. You niggas followed that nigga to where he was going. Y'all was watching him on social media. It was his birthday, so he was doing some shit out of pocket, out of the norm. He was drinking. He doesn't drink. He was partying. Y'all knew his location. Y'all knew the drop. You did the crime, and now you don't want to do the time? I mean, come on now. What we say? There was a young, they were young kids who knew what they was doing. Absolutely. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out Chico Black. Y'all let me see. I see almost, man. Lady T, happy Mother's Day, Lady T, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the mothers who take care of their children one day at a time, because being a mother is a 24-hour, 365-day out the year job. You know what I'm talking about? And salute to Chico Black this morning. Jaloso Nation, my player partner, my partner player. You know what I'm talking about? These kids done lost their mind, goddammit. A bunch of young kids throwing away their life, man. Just throwing away their life, man. Y'all, I'm gonna let it play. Y'all give me a second.
11996D, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1. Victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. During the commission of the offense, the defendant personally carried, displayed, used, threatened to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 2. Victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. And the state of Florida versus Davion Rashad Murphy, case number 24CF 11996E, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1. Victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. If during the commission of the offense, the defendant personally carried, display, used, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. Did the state...
Yo, this brother right here look like he don't give a goddamn. I'm not gonna lie. He looked like he already realized a long time ago when they got caught, it was over. The rest of them look like goddamn, they thought they was gonna get away with this shit. Like they didn't think this was gonna happen. Don't do the crime if when it's time to do the time, you can't handle it. Especially something of that caliber. What is wrong with these kids nowadays? You know what I'm saying? It took all those boys to unalive one person. Yeah. And you know, Julio Foolio has been dodged, man. They've been trying to get that nigga for a while. That wasn't the first attempt on his life. But all 4 of y'all decided y'all was going to do this to the one brother. Caught him off guard at the hotel in the wee hours of the nighttime. Poll is 50-50, and this is in Florida. I got to ask Jaloso, man, are they quick to give the death penalty out in Florida? Because if that's the case, they might be sentenced to death, man. I ain't gonna lie, they might be 8. Eye for an eye.
Prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 2, victim Charles Jones, the defendant of conspiracy to commit murder, first degree, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes.
Guilty, 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 guilty. God damn. Let me tell y'all, man. I don't know what this world's coming to, but being a rapper is not what it used to be. And niggas is getting picked off left, right, and center. And it's these young little niggas who ain't got nothing better to do with their time. Where is your parents? All these niggas in street gangs. For what? Like, the nigga's a famous rapper. Y'all niggas just street niggas. What was the point of that? You did it in front of cameras like there ain't no cameras. You did a sloppy job. So now you're caught. Going to prison for arguably the rest of your natural life. And if in Florida they give the death penalty, which they do, man, I don't know. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? You better hope that they just give you life. You know what I'm saying? And that you can still see your family, and you can still get visits, and maybe you can get parole in 25 years. My condolences to Julio Foolio, even though he was not, you know what I mean? He wasn't perfect. I ain't gonna lie, the nigga was not perfect. He had his own demons, but nobody deserves to go out like that, though. Now, moving right along with the next segment of the day. Yo, listen. What we say? My bad, I was talking to my mom. She gave a fly. Yeah. Yo, shout out moms, man. Hey, yo, shout out moms. Tell moms happy Mother's Day. You know what I mean? From Jones. You know what I'm talking about? And the Jones Unfiltered family, man. Shout out to moms on our Mother's Day 2026. You know what I'm talking about? What we say now? Look here. What we say? Yeah, in Florida, they don't play. It's one of those states they give the death penalty. Bruh, and shit might go down. They get the death penalty. This is uncalled for behavior, man. I don't care what's going on in the streets, man. I don't care how many diss records the brother made, bro. Art is art. It might be insulting, but it doesn't deserve a man to lose his life. You know what I'm saying? I always say, young criminals think it's a game out here. Man, it's not a game. And then they end up getting caught missing, end up caught slipping. Either they end up 6 feet in the grave, or they end up in jail. It's one or the other. You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part they don't understand. Maybe they're young. They're not mature yet. But they got, what happened to the OGs? What happened to the parents? What happened to the uncles, the people in the community that looked out? We need more of those people to look out. You know what I'm saying? Respect Jaloso, respect Chico. I'm going to let my moms know for sure. You know what I mean? Jaloso Nation, say happy Mother's Day. You dig? Yo, moving right along. We got Blueface. What we say? California, Texas, Miami, Mississippi. Are the only states that have death penalty. Yo, wow. Wow, okay. Well, California, Texas, and Mississippi. Man, if you in those states, don't do anything out of pocket. You know what I mean? It might get ugly. And I heard Trump is trying to bring the firing squad back. Death by firing squad. I don't know how far that's going to go, but if it goes, that's a whole different story. Death by firing squad? Yeah, that's the stuff they do out in them other countries across the globe. You know what I'm talking about? Blueface. Let me tell y'all, man. The man found out his woman, first of all, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. The baby might not be his now. He found out on live stream the amount of extracurricular activities she's been doing. Let me tell y'all, he handled it in a very calm manner. I know because maybe he was on live stream, but he still told the girl she got to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out. What we say? Trump loves violence. Trump is not a Trump lives for the drama, man. What? Hold on, wait. Before we go to the next segment, I got to address what's going on in the comment section, okay? Donald Trump just got caught cheating on his wife at the White House, kissing another woman. Nasty work. Hey, yo, I'm going to find out. Hey, yo, listen. Thank you, Jallo. So, I wish I knew this yesterday, goddammit. I would have put it on the live today. I won't put this on the live on Wednesday. We going to put it on. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing, Trump? One thing I'm going to say, I don't respect a cheater. You know what I'm saying? You got to give people the options of what they want to do and not do. I think cheaters are selfish individuals. And I ain't going to lie. Now, as much as Trump, but you know what's fucked up? She ain't going to leave him. I mean, I don't even think at this point, I don't really think she's there for Trump. I think she's there for the paper. But, I mean, to each his own, he's still wrong. Now, Blueface, this is some nasty work, bro. And the girl's pregnant, and there's multiple niggas, and they're coming out with the receipts, and it just doesn't look good.
Who the f is this?
Past tense when I was working at fish factory, bro.
Past tense? How past?
Don't we know that the baby would have been here though? Like, be real. Like, why is on me? And they literally in my DM right now. Like, when did I ever mention
lied.
Lied about what?
When you said, oh, I didn't September, I was how y'all was there next.
But what's this right here?
What is what?
This message that you sent me.
Oh, it's that we got another Bill Clinton. Clinton got caught red-handed. But yo, I ain't gonna lie, Clinton got caught red-handed and he actually did good for his reputation. I mean, it didn't bring down his presidency. I'm not gonna lie, it did it. Oh, I'm gonna call Donald the 7-year-old pimp Trump. Trump's still cross country, man. Trump is still cross country, man.
Right here.
What is what?
In August. Ooh, not in September. The baby would have been here. Ooh. But why does it matter? That's my ass.
Oh, what the f you mean?
Oh my God. Are we?
August is 1 month.
August? Yo, listen, bro. Nah, remember she said August, eh? I remember she said August. I want y'all to remember that shit. She said August. All right?
You're not stressing me out right now.
All right, pack the bro. Pack the
Don't talk to me like that. I don't have time.
No.
You got new tattoos?
Are you hoe?
Yeah, I was once a hoe. I mean, yeah, you know, I have my dealings. I done cracked a few things, you know what I'm saying? I had a little fun time.
All right.
Know what I mean?
Crack these facts, bro. Crack this.
Nevaeh, listen, stop.
All right, remember she said August. Now, let me tell y'all, okay? It's one thing to lie to your man who's about to kick you out the house. But the nigga who you cheating on, the first nigga, he's not going to sit in the back and allow you to lie to the nigga like I ain't shit. To try to play it off like, oh, he ain't nobody. No. Now, it's about to get worse. Because now this nigga will come out with the receipts. We going to find out it wasn't just August. As far as I'm concerned, the baby might not be his now. And it could be one of 2 or 3 niggas. Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Capping. Stop hitting the streams and lying and bringing me up and all this other shit. How you like, oh, it was the Xanax. Well, how you gonna blame some Xanax on you? If you would have hit the internet and kept it real, I would have never said nothing. If you would have just been like, hey, it is what it is, and kept it as that, not, oh, it wasn't this month and it was that month. So, hey, listen, you saying you told me only in LA that's me and Blueface. So how the f is it? How these other is coming out to woodworks and you saying it's different guys and this and that? Apparently, all of us are at the same time. Others coming out that I didn't even know about, they even knew you saying they hit. So everybody needs to get a DNA.
Get you a hoe. You talking about 3 too?
Everybody gonna need to do a DNA test at this point. Now, This is the part I'm not gonna lie. See this text message right here? All right, we're gonna let the text message explain itself in a second.
Actually, I don't remember September. I was on Xanax because it wasn't even in September.
All right. He's saying to her, why? This is why he's in prison. Why are you giving up my thing? You know what I'm saying? You couldn't wait? That's what he said. He's in prison, pouring his heart out. Hey, man, why you giving? Because he must have found out about somebody. You know what I'm saying? We see it right there. What she turns around and does with the message is diabolical. It's probably worse than her sleeping with 20 niggas. It shows no respect. And I'm Blueface. After I've seen that, get the hell out of my house. Get out immediately. Don't let me call the police.
All right, come on.
Before that.
The first receipt that he dropped is actually at the end of August, but he shows proof beyond August. But this receipt is beyond just her smashing this dude. She screenshotted a message that Blueface has sent her from prison. Now, the message that Blueface has sent her is Blueface telling her, why you give my coochie up? Just couldn't wait. So at some point, she was honest with Blueface and told Blueface, hey, I'm dealing with other people. Or maybe Blueface had suspicions and found out. But she screenshotted Blueface message, sent it to this local rapper in LA to have the local rapper laugh at him. So
that right there would have been the end of the conversation. So you took my message and sent it to the next nigga so he can have a field day? She wasn't with the guy for anything else but his money. Yo, listen. Blueface is in prison. You can't handle yourself. You got to do what you got to do. Hey, man, just leave the nigga the fuck alone. Leave the nigga the fuck alone. Because now when he's out, you still doing what the fuck you're doing. And if you're going to do that shit, don't be taking his messages and bringing it to the next nigga. If you're going to be doing that, you got to let the nigga know, hey, this is what's going on. You let him know. Why are you not embarrassing the nigga? Man, I feel sorry for Blueface, man.
Gathright is mine now? Question mark. LOL. Then he showed proof they actually slept together in September and that she lied to Blueface. Now, as a woman, just watch this as a learning lesson. Bro, this ain't the old days, bro. These men ain't keeping it pee, bro. Not nowadays, man. So he showed messages where on September 5th, she wrote him, good morning, where you at? He says, looking for you. She says, okay, I can pull up on you. He says, so you gonna be with me all day or you gonna leave me early? LOL. She put, I'll be with you. He put, okay, so bring stuff for the pool and stuff to go somewhere later and stuff to sleep. She says, okay, LOL. So again, the last time, well, not even last time, but he cracked us September 5th. She says August was the last time she'd been with a dude, right? But it gets worse than this. This ain't even the worst of it. They supposedly...
All right, that's not the worst of it, man. First she lied, said it was August. September and August are 2 different months, man. And why it's bad? You're pregnant. So your window of conception now is being questioned. Because then there's another nigga.
conceived the baby when Blueface got out of jail on November 3rd. Well, another man just came out and dropped receipts that she was apparently with him like a week or a couple of days before she slept with Blueface.
What you say? I blame these rappers. They know these women are 304s and still be with them. They put themselves in these situations and positions, then they blame themselves. I'll say yes or no. You know why I say yes or no? I'm going to say why I say yes or no. If a girl has a past, is her past forever? The past ain't forever. If I'm in jail and I'm with a girl and we have a relationship, people change. So, I might have met you this way, but there's no clear... Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Bun B's wife was a stripper. They're married to this day. Married. With kids. Who else? What's his name? Paul Pierce. His wife was a stripper. They're married to this day with kids. So we can't just say because, they are 304. Maybe that was a time in your life. You check what I'm saying? So going off how Blueface is moving with the girl, he's not treating her like, oh, I'm with you because whatever. I'm with you because you showed me something outside of what you used to be. You get what I'm saying? So I'm talking about this relationship. So I'm saying yes and no. Because in this relationship and this one, I think they really had something going on. And then she turned around and was doing what she was doing on the side. Because not everybody people do change. You know what I'm saying? Because then that's like saying, okay, well, if a nigga gets around, he won't sit there and be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time. Most women, not all the time because they play the victim role and get the pockets. But now, that's what I'm saying. It goes both ways, though. You get what I'm saying? Because if a nigga can marry, if like I said, Bun Beef wife was a stripper. He met her in the strip club. So according to what we're saying, he shouldn't have married her. But they're married. They got business. They got kids. Everything is good. Same with Paul Pierce. He met her girl in the strip club. They're married, have kids, family. So the point I'm trying to make here is every situation is different. A 304 at 23 might not be a 304 at 30. Check what I'm saying? That's the point I'm trying to make here. So I see both sides of the coin, but in this scenario, I'm looking at the girl sideways. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the girl sideways. You get what I'm saying? They have to take responsibility too. Just young, dumb, and naive. Okay, hold on. All right, the dude's gotta take responsibility. But in this scenario, Blueface ain't did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? He ain't did nothing wrong. He was in jail. They had a prior relationship, and we don't know what her background was beforehand. We don't know. I don't know what her background was beforehand. You know what I'm saying? I can only go off of what she's bringing forward now. And what she's bringing forward now does not look good for herself. You know what I'm saying? It does not look good for herself. It does not look good for herself at all.
I don't even got nothing to say to you.
You gonna leave me? Look, he just walks away. Don't walk away.
And for my followers, this is what my followers have to understand. I can give 89 about my name being associated with Nevaeh's name or anybody else's name. I really don't give a If you know me for real, y'all know I don't care. But just for my followers, I have a family, gang. I have kids and bro. Yes, I'm a single man, but I have a family, nigga. I buy my kids iPads. I get my kids phones. My daughter be trying to get on Instagram. My baby mama's in on Instagram, gang. I can't just have wild ass shit popping up on the gram, and I got people that I take care of, and really, you feel me, seeing that shit. That ain't cool, gang. That's not cool. Bro, this been the case. This was 7 months ago, nigga. Oh, this was 7 months ago. I could have been said something about this. I don't give a f. But if I want some type of closure to know, like, hey, this not that situation, or it's that situation, I deserve to have closure to know that. And want to ask me, so we're gonna take it to the big screen.
Messages. Months ago is not the past. Months ago is not the past.
And definitely, I do have a past. I never once said I was
6 months ago is not the past.
We were not.
Okay. Based off of this argument and how he's maneuvering, he's the one in the relationship that he's not the guy that's out there looking for the 304s. From what I see, he's not out. This relationship was different to him. If he wanted to sleep with a whole bunch of women, see the difference. If you want to be a player and sleep with a whole bunch of women, you know who you're sleeping with. You know who to take serious and who not to take serious. Then there's the ones where, hey, this is a relationship we got going on here. Now, at that point, if she fools you, I don't blame the nigga. I blame the girl. It's the same way if a guy was a player sleeping with everybody and the woman takes her chance with the nigga and he does whatever he does, I blame the nigga. She took a chance. Now, fool me once, it's on me. Fool me, you know what I'm saying? Now, you fool me twice, hey, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? You fool me once, hey. But 2 times you get got, that's a different story. You know what I mean? But I see both sides of the coin. I ain't gonna lie. You got to pick your women wisely, just like a woman has to pick her man wisely. You know what I'm saying? Well, I say it's true. You're not gonna love them into your home. You're right. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta think about it. They lived together. They got a relationship. He was locked up and she was there. So they had something beforehand. So I can't just say, well, she's this way. I don't know. I don't know her life before. I only know now. But most rappers do put themselves in scenarios where Chico's right, Jalosa's right. They put themselves in scenarios with the wrong girls. Then when the girls left, they complain. I just don't think this scenario is the same way.
Months ago is not the past.
You keep saying we were not committed.
So why you sending my messages? We're not committed. We weren't. So why send my messages?
That was in August.
So why send my messages? So why send my messages? Because you're a goofy.
You're the only good.
Goofy you, goofy her. Goofy goobers. That's what you talking about.
That doesn't make sense. Now you want to? Oh, we weren't together. Okay, so why are you involving me in your whole little relationship?
Now, but hold on, though. But if he's sleeping around and I don't know what he's doing. But if he's out there doing his thing, then he has no leg to stand on. You know what I'm saying?
I told them when you got out, I was done. So if they can't take it, I mean, they ready to do it.
Well, this nigga number 6. Let's see how many more.
Nigga number
6. Yeah.
No, it's not. I've never put this one out the day in my life. The on my grandbaby. The I tell you if I put it in my mouth. Now we got to tell the scoop, nigga.
I'm not gonna lie, this girl just has no class. I'm not gonna lie. If he knew her character beforehand, then this is kind of his fault. I have to go with Chico on that one. If he knew, like, I highly doubt he knew, full-fledged knew what her character was like beforehand, before trying to make the relationship. Could have been, if he wanted to sleep around, he could have had all kind of girls. You know what I'm saying? But for this one to get through the cracks, I don't fully think he knew, or he probably assumed she had changed for a better version of herself. This is not a better version of herself. I know it.
How many pussies you put in your mouth?
Tell us.
That's my personal business. It wasn't his, and that's my personal business.
I just think that you're a lying. You should just stop talking about what you think.
Maybe I think you should shut the f and stop questioning me.
Bond is set for Florida.
Well, two sides to the coin. Rappers gotta do better with picking their partners. The other side, though, I still feel like the lady's out of pocket, man. The man is showing you a different type of affection. Moved you into the house. I think they got more than one child. I think so. Don't quote me on that. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, I have something's going on. You can't. If you can't keep yourself to yourself, goddamn it, there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm telling you, yo, Jaloso, she would have had to been out the house immediately, bro. Immediately. While you're pregnant? That's why I feel bad for the guy. But again, I'm gonna agree with you. If he had known that this is her character beforehand, trying to change her was like, But yo, he seemed like a good guy. He seemed like, yo, the relationship, we moved in, we got a house, we're trying to do better. And then you go do shit like that. Yo, that's out of pocket for real. While you're pregnant, he better get a paternity test when that baby come out. One, and he better, moving forward, yo, pick your women wisely. Because these rappers nowadays, it's true. They be sleeping around with the wrong girls, 3 or 4s, and as soon as it goes left, it's a problem. So, let's tell. I hope the baby's his now. Jaloso, hey man, Jaloso always shows both sides of the coin, man. That's why we play partners. All right, yo. Chico, what the fuck's going on in Florida, man? What's going on with Kodak Black? Huh? You know, yo, do you see that nigga around? I see that nigga eating chicken on the ground in the streets and shit. Man is in jail in custody. I think he got bond selling narcotics.
Rapper Kodak Black, the 28-year-old, turned himself into the Orange County Jail on Wednesday after Orlando police put out a warrant for a drug trafficking charge. West 2's Christina Watkins is live outside the jail. Christina, the rapper just made his first appearance.
He did, and his attorneys did most of the talking, starting off by saying he flew into Florida from California to turn himself in. Now, remember, President Donald Trump actually commuted a sentence from Kodak Black that he faced a few years ago, but when it came down to setting bond today in court, that did not matter.
All right. Good afternoon, sir. If you can just tell me your name and your date of birth.
Yeah, Capri Sun.
Kodak Black spent nearly 15 minutes in front of an Orange County judge Thursday for his first appearance, while his attorneys argued for a lesser bond.
If you read the affidavit that is attached to the warrant, Judge.
The rapper, originally from Pompano Beach, Florida, is accused of trafficking MDMA.
Oh, wait. Yo, the nigga's name is Bill. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. He don't look like a Bill. I'm not gonna lie. Kodak does not look like a Bill. All right? Billy. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't be his friend. I would have called him Kodak nothing. Hey, yo, your name is Bill. All right? What up, Billy? What we say? Kodak Black is fighting drug trafficking, and it's not looking good, bro. What are you doing? And I wonder what kind of narcotics it is. Because in my mind, I'm thinking it's just a little bit of reefer. So what? But I mean, reefer's a big thing in Florida. I don't know. But I don't know what it is. I just assumed it was reefer. If it's big time narcotics, yeah, you got a problem.
More than 10 grams, less than 200 grams. That is a first-degree felony.
Orlando police said their investigation goes back to last November when someone called 911 after hearing gunshots outside of Children's Safety Village. It's a nonprofit organization. When officers arrived, they said they saw a BMW and a Lamborghini parked outside.
Neither of the vehicles are registered to Mr. Capri personally.
The report states officers smelled marijuana and started searching those cars. Kodak, whose government name is Bill Capri, then walked up. His attorney said the cops found a bag with drugs and other items in it, which officers said they connected to Kodak's Instagram page.
And on one picture in his Instagram, there's a picture of him standing next to a bag that looks like the bag that was in the car. Now, I know PC was already found, so I'm not going to argue PC. But it's really screaming at me, but I won't argue it. But I mean, the case law on this is so very clear.
Criminal defense attorney Alicia Adamson-Profit is not tied to this case. She warned how state prosecutors could use social media against him.
Anything that you post on the internet, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, can be used against you. So you'll see, even though this was not the day of the arrest, they're using pictures from his social media to tie all of this case together.
Back in court, given Kodak's criminal past and prior convictions, a judge set his bond at $75,000. And it's worth noting, I just checked Kodak Black's Instagram not too long ago. There's now only one post on his page. As of right now, he's still here in the Orange County Jail. We'll let you know if and when he bonds out. Covering Orange County, live in Orlando, Christina Watkins, West 2 News.
And new at 6, another illness.
So basically, you got caught. They went through your social media and put the two and two together. Why? I always say Kodak is on Molly and 2K. I don't even know what 2K is. I said I don't know what 2K is. And that's not a good combination of drug. That's why he's losing his mind completely. No joke. It's scary. Yo, man. What we say? Maybe he needs to be in detox. No, maybe he needs to be in prison so he can detox. I mean, yo, if it's that bad, you're 28 years old, you just can't seem to get it right. Instead of focusing on your music career, you're out here trying to sell a narcotic. Why? You get what I'm saying? Like, I would assume you at that point where you big enough. I mean, then again, I don't know when was the last time Kodak dropped a record, but I'm not a Kodak Black fan anyway. But you get to a level of success, leave that shit the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? And then the narcotics, mixing of the narcotics and doing this recreationally and that recreationally, it's only going to end up messing your mind up, man. And then now, look, you just look like a mess. You know what I'm saying? Bill, you got to get your life together, Bill. You got to get your life together. All right? Yo. But Chico, man, yo, I don't know what a 2K is, man. I'm going to have to look it up. I ain't going to lie. You know what I'm saying? I got to look it up. What we got going on? We got the next segment.
Outbreak on a cruise ship.
Oh, shit. Yo, let me tell y'all, man. First, there was the hantavirus on this one ship. Now there's another virus that got 110 odd people contaminated. I think they trying to hit us with a COVID part 2. I'm not even going to I don't want to throw speculation and conspiracy out there. But I feel like they're trying to throw us the COVID part 2.
For the last several days, we've been reporting on the hantavirus outbreak on a cruise currently bound for Spain. Well, today, the CDC said that a cruise headed to Port Canaveral has more than 100 passengers now sick with the norovirus. Let's get right out to West 2's David Jones. He is live at the port tonight. And David, when are we expecting that ship to get here?
In just 2 days, Luana, the Caribbean Princess will be docking here at Port Canaveral on Monday. Now, I want to be very clear. There is a distinct difference between what we're talking about and the hantavirus. These cruise passengers are ill with norovirus. The Centers for Disease Control says norovirus is extremely contagious. It's sometimes referred to as a stomach bug. The CDC says most people who get it start feeling better in anywhere from 1 to 3 days. But get this, 102 of the more than 3,000 passengers on this ship are sick, and 13 crew members on top of that. They've been at sea since April 28th. They left from Port Everglades. Now, the best way to prevent norovirus is really simple. It's washing your hands. We talked with one cruiser from Marion County who says despite the sick passengers, the cruise is going on as normal.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not doing cruises, man. Fuck all that shit, bro. I don't want to be on a boat with 3,000 motherfuckers. One nigga don't wash his hand properly. One nigga do some retarded shit. Now we all sick. There goes the whole vacation shit. Nah, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Get me on a plane, get me to a resort, I'm be all right. I'm not doing no crew of 3,000, 5,000, 6,000 people on a goddamn ship. You know what I'm saying? So where did the virus come from? That's what I want to know. They said the other one came from rat and all kind of something. And this one, I don't understand. They gotta let us know, because I don't know. They gotta let us know.
It's a common thing. I mean, I've heard about it before, and you get nervous about it, but you just have to be mindful that you're on the ship with a whole bunch of other people that you don't know, you know? And if they don't take care of themselves, then you just have to be careful.
Now, Princess Cruises says upon discovering the sickness, they quickly disinfected every area of the ship and added extra sanitizing. They say once that ship returns here to Port Canaveral, it'll go through comprehensive cleaning before it leaves on its next voyage. We're live at Port Canaveral. David Jones, West 2 News.
They came here to escape the whole...
God damn. God damn. Some work, what we say? It's the government. They did the same thing to COVID. Some workers on the cruises ain't washing their hands. COVID without me spreading speculation and conspiracy really looked like it was an inside job. Though Trump will say, it came from China. Okay? Hold on a second, man. I don't know what's going on here to make sure my monitor is good. Hold on. I just got it. Okay, cool. Now, I don't know, but it does seem like an inside job. The government, quite could possibly pull that off. Trump said it came from China, though. You know what I'm saying? These people ain't washing their hands and shit. Disgusting. Yes, COVID was definitely a planned virus after the G20 summit, but let me keep that to myself. Hey, yo, our conspiracies we keep to ourselves. What we think we know, what we think we see, sometimes we keep to ourselves. Because, these folks don't want us, They don't want us conversing these things, and then all of a sudden, we start moving correctly. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of China, China done sent some spies to the UK. Why? We about to find out. But they got arrested, though. They arrested 2 Chinese spies in the UK.
Hong Kong authorities. But exiles living in the UK have been subjected to an escalating campaign of surveillance and intimidation.
Do we see actors acting on behalf of the Chinese state engaging in activity that threatens UK national security? Yes, of course. Every day in life.
Today, another warning that almost 30 years since it stopped being a British colony, Hong Kong is waging a shadow war in the UK, increasingly adopting Beijing's authoritarian playbook. On trial in London, dual Chinese-British nationals Bill Yuen, a retired Hong Kong police superintendent, and UK Border Force official Peter Y, who is also a special constable with the City of London Police. Both men accused of shadow policing operations for China on British soil. It's here at the unassuming Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office in central London where operations were run. Bill Yuen was office manager here, but in reality he was also gathering intelligence for authorities in Hong Kong, receiving hundreds of thousands of pounds which he used to pay Peter Y to track dissidents. Behaving, the prosecution argued, as though they had the right to act as police or state intelligence here in the UK when no such right existed. Hong Kong authorities have made no secret of their desire to track down dissidents linked to pro-democracy protests, offering bounties of up to £100,000 for information. Y used UK border force systems to gather intelligence for Yuen. Yuen also commissioned filming of protests to try and track down exiles wanted by authorities back in Hong Kong, who they referred to as cockroaches. One of those was Fin Lau, who has a 6-figure bounty.
Whoa, wait. What is it? I'll give an example. Magic Johnson had 20 years plus. He had HIV. But he looks better than he did back then. So they have the cure just like they had the cure for COVID. They have it. Yo. We're talking about Magic Johnson. I cannot argue the fact that the man looks better now than he did then. I can't argue the fact that the man looks very, very healthy. And I can't argue the fact that people normally who do have this condition, I don't think they live as long as he does or look as healthy. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe they got some good medication now. I could be wrong. But it does look a little bit off. It does. Where it looked like they got the cure for it and they don't want the general public to have the cure for it. Now, they could be, hey. It's a very highly possibility. I'm trying to tread lightly because, you know what I mean? I don't want to get the yellow on YouTube. Do I agree with what you're saying? 1,000%. 1,000%. Without throwing conspiracy out there, I'm going to say, yeah, I agree. Something looks fishy. Because when Eazy-E allegedly got it, he went down, poof, got it, boom, out. You know, and in them times, remember the 90s times, they didn't have the cure or they didn't really know what it was. So when you got it, it was almost like a death sentence. Magic was the one when he got it, we thought it's over. And then what happened? He went on to do even better things. So, I mean, as the general public in that comment, hey, man, something is off. No different than the corona than the COVID-19. And I mean, something was off. What it was, I think. But something was definitely off. Now, that's a very good point you make there, Jalo. So 1,000%. You know what I mean? 1,000%.
On his head.
I was shocked when I realized that my name are being listed on the summary of evidence. I was not informed by the relevant parties beforehand.
Do you feel safe in the UK?
I do not feel safe to live in the UK, although I treat this as my second home since 2019. So what I have encountered for the last few years, despite the so-called protection by the UK government, is that I have been facing different sorts of spies different sorts of, well, even physical harassment.
Hello, can you please open the door?
It was this operation in Pontefract that led to their arrest for foreign interference. Another man working with them, ex-Marine Matthew Trickett, was also arrested, but took his own life shortly after being released on bail. Their target was a woman accused of stealing millions from an influential businesswoman who flew in with 2 retired Hong Kong police officers after UN's men had tracked the woman down to West Yorkshire.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, can you open up? We need to investigate the leak. Ma'am.
Their own video footage reveals them posing as maintenance men to trick the occupant to open. When she didn't, they forced their way in. But she wasn't there. MI5 had been tracking the group and had warned her to move out. The jury were unable to reach a verdict of foreign interference for that incident, but today found Yuen and Wai guilty of assisting a foreign intelligence service. Wai was also found guilty of misconduct in public office for misusing Home Office databases. The case has laid bare the reality for some of those who seek sanctuary in Britain.
Can you describe what it feels like to always be watching your back?
Well, to me, unfortunately, I have get used to the life that I need to keep looking around whether I'm being followed or maybe facing some sort of security risk. Some people may break into my home. I have been moving home every year because of security risk. This is not a normal life of many people.
The trial has been a big test for the UK's new National Security Act, designed to stop foreign interference, but also for relations with Hong Kong, a territory once under British rule, now actively operating against it.
Breaking news in Denver, a person walking on the road.
Yo, that's fucked up, man. You're looking for people that are not in your country, let them go. You can't just send people to spy on people, pretend they're fucking maintenance and whatever else, just to try to get some folks who left your country. Not like they left as criminals. You know what I mean? Whatever you have is alleged. Not like you had them on something and you could expedite them. It's not how it works. What we said, Chico, when it comes to COVID, it kills so many people, yeah? And for the reason why the government wants to depopulate the society and decrease the human population. I heard a lot about that. Even on the homeboy, I forgot the guy's name, but he had mentioned something like that. I think it was Bill Gates. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. It's a high possibility because a lot of people died. But then there's countries where like, yo, bro, y'all got like I think China, they say you could only have one baby. India, they got to do something about it because they definitely overpopulated. India got so much people in there, it's crazy. Now, is depopulating the world the right thing to do? People are allowed to have children, man. But to go, alleged, to go and start a whole virus to wipe out people, alleged, it's not a good thing. That's diabolical work. But if we're conspiracy theorists, as we are, we're gonna lean on the fact that this is why they did it. You know what I mean? And there's so many ways to kind of certain interviews, certain people kind of led to saying certain things without saying it. But if we really sit down and think about it, it does lead to look in one direction. You know what I'm saying? It does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was a man named Bill Gates. It was Bill Gates. That was the man's name, Bill Gates. So these guys are always up to something, bro. You know what I'm saying? With the Ebola in Africa and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm on the YouTube platform, I got to say alleged. I got to respect the code and say alleged. So alleged, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff does not look good. It points to one direction. You know what I'm saying? It points to one direction. So now moving on, I got to move on with the next segment. What we say here. Let's see what's going on.
Runway was struck and killed by a Frontier Airlines jet that was headed to LAX.
And now investigators trying to figure out exactly how that person ended up on the runway in the first place. Eyewitness News reporter Dominique Newland live at LAX this morning with new video into our newsroom. Dominique.
How does somebody get hit by a plane? The details are graphic. I'm not going to get into details. We're going to let the details speak for himself. On the runway. How? There's been too much tragedy in aviation lately. In this year, 2026 alone, too much tragedy going on with aviation.
Irene, Tim, good morning. This is a sad situation for all of those involved. We're still waiting to get details on how exactly this happened, but new this morning, we have video in of the passengers aboard that Frontier plane in Denver headed to LAX.
Everybody move away from the aircraft. Everybody get away from the aircraft. Away from the aircraft.
A warning, these details are graphic, but we know the
I see the comments. I'm going to get to the comments after the segment. I see the comments. I'm going to get to them after the segment, y'all.
person struck and killed was at least consumed by one of the engines, causing a brief engine fire. We also have audio from air traffic control when the incident took place. Take a listen.
Tower Frontier 4345, we're stopping on the runway. We just hit somebody. We have an engine fire.
Can you know the souls on board?
We have 231 souls on board. There was an individual walking across the runway.
We've got smoke in the aircraft. We're going to evacuate on the runway.
As you heard, pilots reported smoke.
They call them souls? Oh my God. I don't know if I like that though. I don't know if I like that you call people souls. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't alive. Like, anyway, the person got sucked in by the engine. How did this happen? They got to explain to us what the person was doing on the runway. Was it a worker? Was it somebody who was trying to catch a flight? Like I don't understand.
In the cabin, forcing them to begin an evacuation via slides. The individual struck was walking on the easternmost part of the runway of Denver International Airport around takeoff just after 11 o'clock last night. At least one minor injury to a passenger was reported, and all those on board the plane were evaluated, and that's standard procedure following an evacuation. In a statement from Frontier, the airline said, quote, "We are investigating this incident and gathering more information in coordination with the airport and other safety authorities. We are deeply saddened by this event," end quote. And as you heard, at the time of that crash, there were 231 passengers on board. There is one Frontier flight that's set to land here at LAX at around 8:55 this morning, but still no word from Frontier exactly when those passengers aboard that affected flight will land at some point here at LAX this morning. And that active investigation will, of course, be keeping you posted on the latest as we get it in. But for now, reporting from LAX, Dominique Newland, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Truly a tragic story here. Dominique, thank you. All new at 5, a 16-year-old.
Somebody got to explain why there was somebody on the goddamn tarmac. You know what I mean? How? I said, what? Listen, bro, there's certain things that you just can't happen. Planes and people walking through the runway and all shit. Nah. If it's a personnel, working personnel is a mistake, that could possibly happen, I guess. But there's been too much incidences going on, man. Way too much. But then you get sucked in. Oh my God, that's horrific. I ain't gonna lie, that's horrific. What you say about Bill Gates? He even admitted the pills that he made for the reason of so many Africans died. Yeah, Bill Gates is a different kind of guy, man. You know what I mean? A legend. And I heard about these things too. And what y'all say? India is so popular that they're immigrating to other countries and overpopulating them. Listen, man, this is where, yeah, there is an overpopulation problem, but I mean, what are you gonna do about it? People want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just go around creating things to lessen children being born. You know what I'm saying? China implemented a one-child policy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could try that and see how far it gets you. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? The conspiracy theory of it and what they put out there from what we see, it doesn't look good. It only points to one direction. You get what I'm saying? It only points to one direction. And so when I'm seeing all these viruses, this virus and that virus and that virus, You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Where were they? My condolences, but why? Yeah, my condolences 100%. My condolences 100% to the individual. The people that were on the plane, I mean, thank God everybody else was safe. And Chico, like you said, we gotta send legend, man. And these YouTube streets for these people, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, we shutting it down and you gonna get a yellow and you do all the hard work to get a yellow. It's a legend. You know what I mean? We gonna keep our legendness to ourselves and just throw our opinions out there without saying it's factual. You get what I'm saying? We just trying to have fun. You know what I mean? We gotta listen, bro. All these kids decide to attack one child. You know what I mean? That's not cool, man. They should tell us what? They should call it you allegedly too. Yo, because you know what? It's like, if you don't throw a legend in certain conversation, I get talking like it's fact. Yo, they don't like that. But that's a funny one. That's funny.
Boy attacked and beaten at a school bus stop. Now 11 Wekiva High School students are facing charges. Here's a look at 7 of those arrested. The rest of them are minors. And Fox 35's Alexis Clevenger is live in Ocoee where that attack happened. So Alexis, police say this all started with a fight between 2 students.
And Luann, investigators say that fight lasted about a few seconds before things really escalated. They say that a group of boys came running out of cars that were parked behind that school bus and rushed that 16-year-old boy. An alleged violent ambush unfolded in this Ocoee neighborhood.
Yeah, my son had got jumped by a group of boys.
Ocoee police say as soon as a 16-year-old boy stepped off his bus, he was attacked by a group of 11 boys.
That day, when I say traumatized, I thought they was gonna kill that little boy.
Witnesses told officers the boys were kicking, punching, and stomping the victim as he laid on the ground helpless.
We screaming, hey, stop, break it up.
Investigators say the group of boys were all identified as students at Wekiva High School.
Yes, he know majority of them. Some of them he didn't know, but majority of them he knows.
According to arrest reports, the 16-year-old victim told officers he was having problems with another student at school. It goes on to say the student threatened him, telling him he would, quote, see him later.
Bro, what we say? I hate bullies. I fought so many of them in school. I can't stand a bunch of cowards that can't fight one-on-one. If you can't fight one-on-one and a fair one, you're nothing but a bully. You're nothing but a coward, for real. It takes all those kids to jump one 16-year-old. You outnumber the kid. You know he's not going to win. So that tells me the 16-year-old, if it was a one-on-one fair one, would have got the better of you. So you have to make sure you got your partners hopping out of cars to come do this to the one child. It's wrong. It's wrong on all levels, y'all. It's wrong on all levels, man.
Investigators say the victim got off the bus. That student also got off the bus at the same stop, and that's when the fighting started. Police say Orange County Public Schools police and school resource officers were monitoring the incident closely due to threats of retaliatory incidents based on previous issues involving the same individuals. And now many of those students are facing charges of battery and rioting. Live in Ocoee, Alexis Clevenger, Fox 35 News.
Some homeowners.
Let me tell y'all, man, these kids, it wasn't like when we grew up, man. A fair one was a fair one, man. You don't jump in. If your boy gets beat up, your boy got beat up, that's it. You're going to have to take it like a man. Come back tomorrow if he wants a rematch. You know what I mean? I agree. Be fair. Give a one-on-one or don't fight at all. Exactly. One-on-one or do not fight at all. But all of y'all gonna jump one child. You could have really did some real damage to the player partner, man. You know what I'm saying? Brings us to the end, the last segment of the morning. We got some dumbass criminals trying to rob the wrong homeowners, and it goes left, all right? We will sit back, enjoy it, have some fun on a Sunday morning. I appreciate everybody rocking and rolling and rocking, all right? Let's get down to it.
Just don't play around. And these thieves picked the wrong houses. What should have been easy money turned into pure chaos. A fast, painful reminder that you better know your target before you strike. Bad choice of neighborhood. Around here, even the parked cars are ready to throw hands.
Whoa!
Security cameras ended.
Yeah, let me tell y'all, he wasn't expecting that. That's why as a homeowner, I ain't gonna lie, you got to make sure you are protected. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you are protected. You know what I mean? What we say? Oh shit, another stupid is a stupid does criminal episode. Yeah, that might be the name of the segments moving forward. Stupid is as stupid does.
This wannabe thief scheme before it even got off the ground.
Camera recording.
I was just joking. Okay. Bye.
When a porch pirate runs into...
Man, that little kid, bro. Little homie, come on, man. That little homie, at least he figured out a way to play it off. I give that kid a 10 out of 10 for creativity. You know what I'm saying? For figuring out, oh shit, how to get out of that one. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the guy pulled out a PP on the spot like, hey, don't try it. Man, walking up to the car like, hey, man, don't start nothing. This is not the place for it. And it might go left for you. But that little kid should win an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? That little kid should win a goddamn, that kid should win an Oscar.
Someone armed with an AR-15. The ending is pretty much set in stone.
Put my shit back on.
Whoa.
Yeah. I saw you when you got out the mother. You tried it. Put my shit back on this mother. You gonna lost your mother mind. You gonna come up on my shit and take my shit. You got it. You lucky. You got it. You lucky. You got it. You see this mother just tried to take the car?
They thought it would be an easy score with the owner out of sight. But what they didn't count on was that someone might have already been tipped off about their presence. Let's just say this burglar didn't exactly stroll away in one piece. He left with...
Yo, listen. For whatever reason they trying to kick down the dope, don't try it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what we say? Bet he won't try that again. Yeah, them Porsche Pirates, man, came out with the... You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, man, put that shit back. You know what I mean? Yeah, you, as a homeowner, this is why I like states that allow you to have weapons. You know what I'm saying? Because as a homeowner, you gotta have something to combating the criminals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta have, because the criminals, they gonna get the weapons illegally. So if we're allowed to have them legally without all these restrictions to get them, I'd say by all means, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The pan in the hand. About to bust his ass.
a pounding headache and a one-way ticket to the ambulance. Next time, maybe try knocking. Some homeowners might serve tea, not trouble.
Oh!
Busted mid-break-in, he darted off like a terrified squirrel.
Oh!
All right, this one's partly on the homeowner. Who leaves their front door unlocked? Luckily for him, the intruder was dumb enough to fall for a fake gun.
Get out of here now. You got 5 seconds. Safety's coming off.
And seriously, what's up with that bike having no wheels?
So you're riding around the neighborhood with a bike that got no wheels. What, nigga? You ain't finna rob shit. But homeowner must be a very safe neighborhood. I know neighborhoods like that, bro. They leave their doors open. And they're so safe. They ain't expecting no problems. Door could be left wide open. Back door could be left wide open. They ain't worried about shit. But luckily he had a fake gun. You know what I'm saying? The intruder must have been drunk. Yeah, he might have had a couple of drinks.
Open the door.
One second he's trying to escape. The next, he's putting on an accidental strip show.
God.
I can only picture him dangling there, waiting helplessly for the cops to show up. Stop a burglar from ever entering a home in 5 seconds or less.
What we said, AC? The bike is getting the ride from him. Damn right. And the bike ain't got no wheels. Oh, not the fake gun. I should get one. Hey, I might have to get me one of them fake guns in case another motherfucker try it. Hey, man, I'm taking out the safety now. Oh, shit. What we said, I should start as stupid does channel, for real. Yeah, you know what, man? I might have to do it, because there's a lot of retarded-ass criminals out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Stupid is and stupid does criminals, man. I ain't gonna lie, I might have to do it. I thank you for the idea, Chico. I ain't gonna lie, I might have to do it.
Now that's an embarrassing fail. Looks like they'll need a few extra leg days at the gym before even dreaming of kicking down doors. Somebody better record that scream. It's so loud it could double as a home security alarm. This right here is the ultimate burglar deterrent.
But that one nigga beat the man with a fucking baseball bat, and the man stuck his hand in the goddamn the mail slot. That nigga beat him with a baseball bat. Yo, Pooh Shiesty inspired me to telling you, just saying. Yo, Pooh Shiesty's level of stupidity. Hey, yo, man, that took the cake. I ain't gonna lie. Stupid is and stupid does is a very good idea for a goddamn channel, because these niggas are retarded. And there's a lot of retarded criminals, bro.
A 10-pound pup with the heart and attitude of a 100-pound beast. Here's proof that sometimes acting a little unhinged can actually save you in a dangerous situation. After all, nobody wants to mess with someone who looks like they've got serious issues.
Oh, shit!
This porch pirate didn't stand a chance. The cops nabbed him before he even made it off the steps.
And AT, sometimes it's not the size of the dog, it's just the dog, period. Nigga probably thought the dog was a big time nigga. I don't know, man. He just scared of dogs. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
What?
This time, the package thief pushed her luck one time too many, and she didn't escape so easily.
Good.
The car thief thought yanking the camera would keep him safe, but the only thing that got unplugged that day was his ego.
Oh!
No, yeah, you were. I got you. I got you. Yeah. No.
This is what you call stupid is and stupid does. These retarded criminals. And that brings us to the end of our segment today. All right? Guys, don't be running up in people's houses like that, number one. Home invasion is not a good thing. You can get a lot of time in certain places for home invasion. All right? And then you don't know what you're up against. There's some crazy individuals, homeowners, who will protect their house at all costs. We've already seen that. And that brings us to the end of our segment today, man. It's time of the segment. I show love to everybody that popped in. Salute to Lady T, and once again, happy Mother's Day. Hope you have a blessed Mother's Day on today, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all love Soul Nation, my player partner, my partner player. Y'all take time to go subscribe to his channel. You know what I'm saying? Definitely an insider on entertainment. And definitely got the hot takes on sports. You know what I mean? Them blonde sexuals, man. Every time I hear that shit, I die of laughter, bro. I die of laughter. That last video with Shannon Sharp, man, that was a very good video, partner. I be tuning in, bro. You know what I mean? Keep the content coming, partner. Keep the content coming. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be back at it again Wednesday morning, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time roll call. Between now and then, you know we got the videos popping, Fleetwood Stories today, 2 Monday, 2 Tuesday as regular. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the players. You know what I mean? And as always, play on, player. Play on.